Hey guys, what's up? Everybody, it's Friday morning from me. This live edition. I'm super excited to be here, talking to you all, and yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Today's kind of a hangout day. I know it's been a while since I've been on a Friday, probably about a week or two. So this session should be pretty cool. I've been doing some research. Of course, this is a Friday morning, so wherever you're watching. Let me know in the comments. Just give me a shout out. Um, this week I've had quite a few things to do. I know I went live earlier this week, probably on Monday and like Wednesday at like sort of a random time. So just trying some new things out. But yeah, just bear with me. And this is sort of in a transitionary period for my channel. I'm still doing reviews. I just reviewed a interface mixer. Um, Go check that out. Came out this week. It's the SSL2 Plus. Some of you may say, "Well, this has nothing to do with computers, right?" Well, yeah, it does. In so many ways because I use it. This is an interface that I use to basically hook up my mic system, and it, I use it on the go. So it's a mobile device. Do I have it here? It's over there somewhere. But yeah, it's a chance that you get to hang out with me in my studio. So this is the studio, um, and so I'm just here. I'm up. Uh, some would say a little bit early, but yeah. Thanks for joining. Let me know in the comments uh, where you guys are watching. Appreciate you joining again. And for those of you that may be watching the replay, my name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. Yeah, we're just excited. Of course, we're heading towards the weekend, so Uh, so we got a few comments here. Somebody said, "What's up? Hey, what's going on?" Sabiti, how are you? Mommy Lynn's vlog says, "Hello, good evening." Well, good evening to you. It's a good morning to me, so you're probably somewhere in uh, the eastern part of the world. So appreciate you guys for joining. Let's see here. Yeah, so I wanted to talk. I actually was reading an article earlier before I came on live this morning. This article is talking about Apple's future and the fall lineup of sort of what is coming down the what will be released. And it looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty decent launch for Apple. Of course, we're talking about one of the greatest companies in the world, right? This is a company that I love, that I sort of have. I've purchased its products, mostly used, right? I don't buy a lot of products that are new in the Apple space. So, yeah. But yeah, the article is, and if you guys get a chance, check it out. The article is from 9 to 5 Mac. They're one of my resources that I use to do research on kind of sort of the happenings of what's going on in Apple. So it's saying in the fall, it's shaping to be Apple's biggest launch in years. Now, Apple just recently, they just recently released a few of their newer computers. The Mac Studio, they've got, I believe the Mac Studio comes with the M3 Ultra chip. If you don't know what that is, go research that. The MacBook Air is also being released. It's brand new with the M4 chip. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. They also have released the iPad. If you have watched my channel before, you know I'm not a big iPad fan, even though I've purchased them, not for myself. But if you want to check that out. So they've had a busy couple of weeks. They also, their product, the iPhone 16e, has been released. So, it's been a pretty exciting time. Let's see. You guys are like jumping in the comments. What are you guys saying? Do you like the iPhone 16e when you compare it to other Android phones when others which offer a lot more than the 16e for cheaper? Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The 16e, I have not done a ton of research on it. That's just because my iPhone, I have an iPhone, oh gosh, what is my iPhone? 14? I want to say, is it 14 or 15? I don't even remember. Whatever the iPhone that was released a couple years ago. I don't tend to, once I get an Apple product, I don't tend to like upgrade every year. It's not one of those things. But in terms of price, yeah, anything is going to be cheaper than Apple. So, you can expand your choices, if you are looking for a cheaper or a bargain, a cheaper price, so definitely, I would go cheaper if you need to do that. So let's see. Jeremy said lens crafters. Yeah, lens crafters. Yeah. I'm wearing my glasses. I don't have. So I wear contacts, but this is early in the morning. So for me, I'm on the East Coast of the United States. So like I hadn't put my contacts on. Somebody may think I'm blind out here. So that's why I'm wearing my glasses. Hopefully in the future I can maybe look at purchasing the Meta glasses or looking into Google. I really like those the Ray-Bans. I think they're by Meta. So Jesus and wait for Eva. Hi, good sir. Hey, hello and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Guys got a 95 Expedition windshield for. Are you saying his glasses are big? I don't even know what that means. Expedition is like that's like the old SUV. Anyway, I don't even know. Jovan says hello, hey there, hey. So yeah, let's get into it. The article, so 9 to 5 Mac article that I've been reading, and it's talking about the fall is going to be basically Apple's busiest season for product releases. Let's get into it. The first thing Apple is looking to do is they're going to redesign their operating system. Now, the operating system currently, and I just got an update on my phone about the operating system 18.32 or something. I don't even know where we are now. They operate and update every 3 weeks. Seems like it's just like all the time. So apparently it looks like iOS 19, the redesign is coming to a phone, a computer near you. And it's going to be a total redesign. So they're probably going to do some changes to the visual aspect of the computers. They're going to give it a visual overhaul. Not sure exactly what that means, but it sounds like it's going to be a change, a major change since the iOS 7 redesign. So way back in 2013 when iOS 7 was released, so they're going to have some new features there. The iPhone 17 lineup is coming apparently with at least one new model. So iPhone 17, I know we talked about the 16e that was released, but the iPhone 17 is going to be released in the fall. with a whole bunch of different hardware updates. Now, I'm not totally sure. One update obviously is going to be the camera, right? We're going to have the camera that they're looking to sort of update. A lot of people have been thinking that like the iPhone updates have been boring and sort of unattractive. Like there hasn't really been a huge update over the years. So Apple is probably looking to change that, right? Also, there will be an Apple iPhone 17 Air. So Air, then that's going to be released. This new model, it's going to spark some excitement and interest. I think that even though there may be excitement and interest on the iPhone 17, there's also going to be drawbacks, right? So when you tend to go into a thinner design with the iPhone, you probably end up start to have issues with overheating just because the design's so thin, right? So I would look out for the iPhone 17 Air. That's going to be interesting to see as they try to they're going to try to rebrand their models. I think they've heard enough from us as far as the consumer of just how boring the updates and the changes have been. They just been boring. Let's see. Somebody says, do you think we are going to get a brand new design with the 17 series? Yeah, I mean that's what the article is saying. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I believe they're going to try to newly design the 17, and like I said, with the camera action, they'll probably have some even more effective like shutter effects. AI, of course, is on the software side. So let's get into some of the products that are going to be released. Rumored. Now, this is rumored of being released. So the AirPods 3 is going to be coming out, and I'll probably be looking at purchasing me another pair of AirPods. I have like the first generation AirPods. So the Apple Watch Ultra 3. So to me, when you start to see all of these products being released, just know that they're sort of phasing out the older products. So you kind of got to watch out for that because the products, Apple is famous for its ecosystem in which one product talks to the other. Like you can connect your iPhone to your iPad, to your iWatch, so forth and so on. So when you start to see a lot of new products, what ends up happening is they have updates and software updates, and a lot of the older products that we're using now, I would say, 2 to 3 years old. Anything older than that, you're probably not going to get the security features that you would normally get. So, technology is just definitely evolving. So we got the AirPods 3 releasing. We have the Apple Watch Ultra 3. We have a new Apple TV, 4K. I'm not sure why they would release a 4K TV. I don't know. TV is sort of, that's old technology, but hey, if that's what they want to do, then cool. They're going to release an M5 MacBook Pro. Now, this is kind of interesting, right? There's going to be an M5 chip to be released. So so far we've got the M1, M2, M2 Ultra, the M3, and newly released M3 Ultra. These are all the generations of the M chip, with Apple's their own computer chip. Most recently, we have the the M4. So M1, M2, M2 Ultra, M3, M3 Ultra, and then the M4 chip. Now, it looks like the M5 is going to be released. And so apparently there's all There's already some unpopularness with the M4 chip. I'm not sure, because the M4 is not even complete. The complete rollout of the M4 is not complete, but we'll see more of that as because people are obviously buying the MacBook Air M4. I mean, you talk about a fast computer. Like, this is, I'm curious to see how much storage you can have in this computer. And the M5 is coming. It's coming first to the Mac, and not necessarily to the iPad. And this transition to the M5, it's going to begin with the MacBook Pro models in the fall. So look for the M5 to come out. That's sort of exciting, right? It's one of the products. So the M5 MacBook Pro, and then we're going to also see the Apple Watch series 11, the 11 series come out now. So I'm not like big on the watches. I have a watch, but I don't even know which. It's an Apple. It's probably an Apple SE. I don't know, watch. So these are some things that we sort of are looking for in the fall. They've got a pretty compelling lineup in the fall, and these are all, it's all going to be it's all going to be focused on Apple hardware. So, pretty exciting times, man. Anybody have any questions? Let's see. Somebody said, what's your favorite car? My favorite car, I'm not. Let's see. Somebody says, I want the 17 p.m. I'm not sure what the 17 p.m. is. The iPhone 17. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge upgrade. Any comments? Any other comments? Where are you guys watching from? Somebody says, are you watching from Russia? You're just telling me to go to Russia. I don't. Yeah, I have family from Russia, but it's not really my plan. It's not really to go to. Oh, somebody says they're from England. They're from England. So yeah, these are all sort of fun. These are fun updates to sort of look for, and hopefully Apple is they're sort of turning the corner on innovation. I've spoke so many times in my videos before about you've got to have innovation as a part of being a tech giant. You have to have marketing. You have to have communication. These are all major things in order to just survive and thrive as a tech company. Apple has capitalized on its marketing. I've been receiving comments lately about how people are, even recently this week, comments on the new lineup and the new products that you've seen release, and people are like, well, man, for example, I may have a MacBook that is 2022. It's a standard MacBook with the M2 chip, and they're already seeing these new releases, and they're like, man, I want to see if I can get this, but I don't really need it. And the truth is, you don't really need it. You don't really need to upgrade every time you see something new, but that just speaks to how Apple has been able to market their products. So somebody said they're from England. Okay, welcome. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Subscribe if you get a chance. Like this video. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for coming on and watching. And they said, stay consistent and you'll do great. No, I really appreciate that. Yeah. My idea is to try to stay consistent with these lives. I haven't been as consistent, guys, and I do apologize for that. I'm working through some things on the back end, and of course, my idea is to be more consistent and to be, you know, a lot of times we're motivated to do this and to come online, but it takes consistency and commitment. So I'm leaning more on the latter two. I want to be committed to this channel. It's not just my channel. You guys make it happen. You guys make it work. So I really appreciate you guys on that. All right, another comment. Somebody says, honestly, you guys hit those likes. Hit those likes. Subscribe to the channel as well. Honestly, Apple only has a hold, in my opinion, because of FaceTime and iMessage. I can't say innovation is really the reason why they're ahead of the competition. Okay, yeah. Speak more to that. That's a different perspective, right? The innovation is not. I can agree with the innovation, but you're saying FaceTime and iMessage. I believe that was true maybe like a year or two ago, because we had the, what do you call it, the SMS message, when when you type your messages, how it shows up on your phone. Obviously, Androids, the bubbles are green, Apple's blue. That was a whole marketing thing. Obviously, very intentional Apple was with that. But FaceTime and iMessage, I mean, there are other. No, don't say that to an Android user, right? Because they're going to be like, we've got plenty other, that we, I've FaceTime and messaged people, Android users on other platforms. So interesting take, though. I'll give it that. I don't know if it's just because of iMessage and FaceTime. You'll have to explain that a little bit more. It says my wife literally has me in a chokehold with those things. With what? With the FaceTime and the iMessage? Oh man, you sound like you got to get that together. Make sure you take care of that. I don't want your wife choking you out. Somebody says hi from India. Love from India. Thank you, India, for joining me. India, it's about what is it, about 4 o'clock p.m. in the evening or afternoon? It's about 4:30, I think. To that, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to get my world clock together because I have a lot of followers that follow me there, follow me in other parts of the world. So 4:30. Yep, I wasn't too bad. I'm actually on it. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this live, and it's 6:30 a.m. here. So you guys are already clearly almost into the next day. We're actually into our new day. So anybody else have any comments? You guys have been great. The comments have really like jumped today. Let's see. Somebody said I have three wives I can't handle. Oh man, you guys are funny. Somebody said, let's see. So the Koya, no, I have plenty of Apple devices, but I am an Android fanboy at heart. Okay. Women and social pressures kind of got the Gen Z in the ecosystem chokehold, but that's slowly dissipating when we get older. Okay. All right. So you really like Android phones. Well, what type of Android phone do you have? Let me know that. I've always wanted to maybe get an Android phone, but I just feel like I'd be totally going against, my Apple. Like, right, I have an Apple channel, but then I have an Android phone. And who knows, I may have one. You guys just don't know. You guys don't know. Any other comments you guys have? Hey, you guys have been lively in the comments today. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anybody had a chance to upload my? I have an ebook about Mac products, and you can download this ebook online. Currently, this ebook is sort of a review of the products, and it kind of gives you a list or a lineup of Apple products and what to purchase and how to purchase. And a lot of times we go into the Apple store. It's a little bit intimidating to go in the Apple store, and if you don't know what you're looking for, it's probably not good to be in there. But that's what they want. They don't want you to necessarily have the knowledge. They sell you off of emotion. Like, we all have to realize that's why people buy. People buy because they want to. It's not because they need to necessarily. In most cases, it's an emotional aspect that is behind the tug and the pull of purchasing a product. The Koya note says Samsung S25 Ultra, the Bluetooth S Pen, isn't a major deal breaker like tech reviewers have been making it out to be its peak. Okay, that's S25 Ultra. Yeah, I had at one point, maybe a year or two ago, I compared that to the iPhone in one of my shorts. Now, I didn't do a full complete comparison of it, but at some point the S25 Ultra was sort of a nice little rival to the iPhone. So Lyman Bagel says hello, hey, let me know where you're watching from. We're just in here talking to the people out there. Pizza Panda says, had my iPhone since 2019. I buy my iPhone, doesn't function how it should. Well, what type of iPhone do you have? I'm curious about that. You guys don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. Just subscribe. I'm excited for the interaction today. Pizza Pan, I want to know which iPhone. Okay, you got the iPhone 10. Yeah. I mean, you more than likely probably bought that used. I had an iPhone 10 before I purchased my iPhone 14, like a year. It's been 2 years, I want to say, 2 years ago. It's probably time for upgrade. I don't. What is it doing? Like you said, it's not functioning like it should. Let me know what you mean by that. Yeah, give me. Let me know, because a lot of times those phones, they start to they don't. I've never really known for my iPhone to be slow, but the same token, you probably don't have the security features that you should, because the security has been, they've stopped updating those phones, because the 10s are probably 5 to 6 years old, I want to say. I can't remember. It says it functions okay, but the operating system has been slow sometimes when battery health is around 70%. Yeah, I could see that. Like I said, I had a 10 iPhone 10 for years, and it was doing me just fine. Okay, the courier says, oh, what type of phones are those? They can lose the bloatware and improve the UI. They'll eventually pass up. Really? Oh, okay. So you like the camera on that phone? Yeah, I've never heard of them. Maybe I'll research. Pizza Panda says I still get the most recent updates. Okay, well that's good if you're still getting the most recent updates. But yeah, I mean, I would encourage you to maybe upgrade if you're like me. Yeah, you're not like looking to buy new products. And that's the thing. I'm not, just because it's Apple, I don't feel like you need to buy the latest product every time it releases a product out there. It's like, it's not, who has the money for that? Have the iPhone XS for my personal and the S25 Ultra for work. Okay, so you got two phones. Man, that's a lot to keep up with. Gosh, two phones? Nah, I just got one. Just one. I don't even. Phones are like, just like emails. Like I just upgraded, or not upgraded. I just added another email to my business, and I'm like, it's way too many emails right here. Way too many. He said the only features I might upgrade for is the 120 hertz screen and the ability to limit the charge. What do you mean by limit the charging? I'm not sure, because I know battery life is everything for people. People talk about that every time a phone gets released. Like, literally, people are always concerned, and they're always trying to see what the providers are doing to help with battery life, and it's kind of funny to look at that. Xomi is Chinese. Am I even saying that right? Xomi? Global version is pretty good. Oh, I know about the Hawaii Hawaii phones. Did I say that right? I've seen commercials on that. They're dangerous. Okay. Oh man, you got some knowledge on phones here. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you have to let me know. It sounds like you do your research on phones. And yeah, and that's right. It's so many different phones out there, guys. Like, it's plenty of phones to be able to choose from. Like, you got a plenty of selection. It doesn't necessarily have to be just Apple. Pizza Panda says you can set the minimal charge percentage, setting it low. I got you. Setting it lower to 90 or 80. That's something I have not done. Is setting the, so it doesn't charge as many times, and it saves your battery over time. I really like that concept. I wish they had really never told me that, but I do understand that you have so many charges, and then in your phones and in like MacBooks, like even used MacBooks. If somebody's selling you a used MacBook and they have so many charges in their MacBook, like, it actually over time it's a diminishing return in for battery life. So got it. Pizza Panda says, I think they only have it on iPhone 14. Okay. All right, let's see. What other question? How do you feel about Apple trying to make their entrance with the Apple Intelligence? And do you think they will catch up to Galaxy AI soon? Or will they continue to drip feed us? Yeah, that's a good point. Drip feeding us is probably part of the reason, but I think they're drip feeding us just because they're behind. Apple Intelligence is like talking to a third grader. That's just my opinion. I've used it. They had the opportunity with Siri back 10 years ago to really elevate this technology, but unfortunately, they really did not capitalize. So, from what you're saying, I think it's really dangerous. Somebody used that word earlier, so I'm gonna use it. I think it's really dangerous to drip feed on a technology such as artificial intelligence, just because it's so fast. It's growing so fast, right? You're not going to be able to keep up as a company if you're just trying to feed in small doses, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just not gonna. You're gonna get swept under the rug. Like, you're gonna get washed out, right? So yeah, good question. Will they catch up to the Galaxy AI? Yeah, I have not researched the Galaxy AI, so something I'll look into. but Apple is probably number 3 in terms of, it may be number 4. Yeah, it may be number 4 in terms of AI. It could be number 12 because there's so many different AI companies out here that are rising to the top. Apple's already, they've already, and this happened probably a year and a half ago. They signed on the dotted line with Chat GPT to something, I think, to either have like, all I know is they did some type of merger, or not merger, but they're doing some things with Chat GPT in the background. So Pizza Panda says my laptop. Yeah, keep the comments coming. I love this. Let me know. And you guys that are just joining, let me know where you're watching. My laptop doesn't have that ability, and the battery is now about to explode. Yeah, be careful with that. Yeah, I don't know what type of laptop that is, but yeah, we don't like exploding batteries. My first Mac battery exploded. Now, it exploded like after 5 or 10 years, but it's literally the battery, like, it just detached itself from the case because it was just overheated, right? It overheated. Oh, he's saying get the M1 MacBook Pro. It's 10 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. It's very good. Very good. Amon says, how bad are your eyes? Man, don't put me out there. I guess you guys aren't used to me wearing glasses, so. And how bad are my eyes? How bad do you think they are there? You guys want me to take my glasses off? Are you saying that, can I read the comments without these on? I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, so, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of excitement going on in the world of technology and AI. And the AI space is sort of ever evolving, right? We're even getting into super AI, which is super technology. It's now adaptive technology. So AI thrives off of they have it basically thrives off of the senses, your 5 senses, ability to see, to touch, to feel, to hear. So to sense. Let's see. Do you think here we go. Do you do any content about gaming PCs? No, I don't really do any content on gaming PCs. I am not really a gamer. I do more of like music, like production. I do a lot of video. I'm editing, graphics, software. So gaming, obviously, man, I mean, it overlaps with the whole graphics software space, but I use Adobe software, which is another great piece of software. So I do not do gaming PCs, so you have to fill me in on what's going on in the gaming world. Another question, do you think the M3 Ultra Mac is really something the consumer needs, or would you recommend something older or more affordable like an M2 Mac Studio? I love this question. Love this question. Because I, for at least a year, was looking at the M2 Mac Studio. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of go in price first, just because with the M2 Mac Studio, I've heard amazing things about that computer. Amazing. In fact, I was in a session with a guy who uses that. We were doing some work together, and he had the M2, and he swore by it. Fast, clean, the hard drive space. I mean, I don't know if it's 4, 6 terabytes. I don't even know how. Just amazing computer, M2 Ultra. And I'm gonna get into the other questions later, but I really like. I'm gonna stick here for a little while. That M2 Ultra Mac Studio, Nothing compares to it in the market. Or not the M2 Ultra, the M2 rather. Nothing compares to that. I wanted to purchase one myself. It's so expensive, right? It's like what, $3,600 or $2,600 by the time you upgrade and get what you need. Because with external space, I need it maxed out. I need the RAM maxed out, the whole nine, right? So in comparing that M2 to the M3 Ultra, a lot of people were looking for that M3 Ultra to come out because the M2 has been out for 2 to 3 years, right? Maybe even more. I'm not even sure. But in terms of both of those computers, the M2 is still great. It's still an amazing computer. I would look at the Mac Mini, M4. Check that out because it's a cheaper version. Same power. The M Studio was really designed for. You guys should download my ebook. Like I'm gonna drop that in the I'm gonna drop a link. I don't know if I can do that in the comments, but great question. I absolutely love that M2. M3 Ultra just came out, but you're not gonna go wrong with it, but you're gonna obviously pay more. If that makes sense. Amon said I had the same case with 2017 MacBook Pro, battery bloating up like a yeah. Oh man, y'all having battery issues? Yeah, Apple needs to do better. Why are we having battery issues? That's not good. Pizza Panda says you don't want to know how gaming is going. I mean, I do. Like, I just don't want to know a lot about it. You can tell me, fill me in. I just think that's a whole arena. Like, there are a lot of more content creators out there that are sort of doing the gaming thing. So yeah. But yeah, great questions, man. Great questions and great comments. I appreciate you guys for guys are definitely live in the comment section. 490 RTX GPU is what you need. The 590 is overrated. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When did the 590 come out? When did the 590 come out? Or I'm sorry, not the 5090 come out. 4090 versus the 5090. Those things are run like those computers run. Oh my God, those run between $5,000 to $8,000, don't they? Oh, you're using the 5090 for Zoom meetings? Okay. What are some of the perks of the 590? Like, give me the reason why you prefer the 5090. I'm sorry, 5090. It's the graphics specifically. I'm just wondering. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are definitely talking graphics cards here. Let's see what else. Get a 480 and or 490 instead. Plays old games better and is much cheaper. Okay. Yeah, you guys like the PC world is much more flexible and like in terms of building your your software and computer and your hardware. It's overkill. Somebody saying it's overkill. It's not worth it. NVIDIA keeps pumping up those numbers. Yeah, so why? Like, tell me, why do you feel like NVIDIA is are they really pumping up? It's like I know there's a huge selection of these cards. The 490 was launched back in 2022, so I can understand why you're sort of with that. Like, it's probably no need to upgrade to something that's 2 years old. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sort of out of my league in terms of graphic cards. Because once again, everything that Apple is already there. So you guys are sort of talking in a space that I'm sort of willing to learn. But yeah, why get the 480 or the 4080 or the 4090 instead? There is a significant difference. I know. I will say this of the 5090 than the 4090. Their performance is it's a vast difference. And what's the memory on these things? What's the memory? Is it like 24 gigs? Let's see. Somebody says, I love how a PC gives you the power you know. I think NVIDIA has the world on a chokehold right now, and you're correct. But AMD is coming. AMD is coming back, really? You think so? I don't know. And it looks bad. AMD and Intel, I feel sorry for them. NVIDIA used to be for gaming. Now they're basically all their money from AI. Yeah, but they're gonna circle around, right? Because AI and gaming is like they're two peas in a pod, right? But I definitely agree with that. They used to be majorly for gaming because the reason why they're for AI now. And guys, while you're at it, please like and subscribe to this channel. But what I'm saying is the AI space, because they make the actual chips. They're really, all of the companies are coming to them for a chip action. So that's why they're sort of heavy into the AI space, because it's a demand. It's a major demand. All right. The Koya No says the 5090 is a performance machine, numbers wise, yeah. But for a regular gamer like myself, you don't need all those things. The 5090 can give you. Okay. Yeah. I get it. It's a newer it's a newer product, but NVIDIA said the 5070 was better than 4090, but got whatever for it because they were using fake frames. Oh, interesting. Intel is doomed. Yeah, they are. They got crushed. Intel was like major back in, I say back in my day, but in the 90s, early 2000, like they were the computer. That was it. I don't know what. At one point, it was rumored that either Apple or Google they were gonna buy out Intel, but they may go out of business. I'm afraid to say that's kind of unfortunate. But when you don't hang with the times, then you sort of get swallowed. You get swept under the tide. So I agree. Intel is done. Intel is old. Yeah, they are old. They are their heyday was the 90s. Was the 90s. Yeah, I know it's 2025. And I'm showing my age, right? Not 95. That's funny. That is funny. Hilarious. Arshnu, hey, what's going on? I was looking for you in the comments earlier. We've been on for a while, so I was telling the guys, I was telling everybody, I'm trying to be more consistent with coming on. We got a live crowd today, so I'm sort of excited. Pizza Panda says Intel gave AMD rights to use the x86 long time ago to avoid a monopoly. Now look at them. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the thing. These computer companies, Microsoft had to deal with that in the early 2000s. They were having they were having some issues with the justice system. Was like, we're gonna have to break you up. Google just ran into that issue too, on some antitrust laws. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Be careful for that. Hello. Hey, UV, how's it going? Oh, you were off cycling, just came home? Okay, cool. How's the computer shop going? How's your dad's shop going? I know you were talking about that earlier. How's the shop coming? Aman says, the issue is the lack of competition. NVIDIA has a monopoly and they get away with weird prices. Yeah, I feel like if they, and obviously they're not based in the US, but whatever the regulations, where's NVIDIA? Where are they based out of? You know, I've never. Is it China? NVIDIA based out of China? I don't remember. Where are they based out of? Taiwan. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I just researched it. It says they're in Santa Clara, California. Is that true? I don't know. Consistency is key. AI is the buzzword this year for a variety of reasons. Okay, Apple needs to bring Apple Intelligence up to speed in the iOS 19 this year or suffer losses in the market. I totally agree with you. It's a do or die situation for Apple when it comes to AI technology. I've said that and screamed that over and over. I don't know if it's an arrogance or if they have something huge. I'm hoping it's a surprise that they've got coming that they're going to be releasing, but they just can't get behind. And maybe they're just thinking they're so big that whoever they're waiting to see whoever is going to rise to the occasion for AI, and then they'll just either buy them out or something. I don't know. I'm not sure their vision on AI because it's not doing very good. Somebody's got some fun facts. The CEO of AMD and NVIDIA are both cousins. Really? Is that true? And I was an advocate for AMD. I own AMD stock and everything, and I don't even want to talk about the stock market, but AMD stock, it just killed me. I had to jump out of it. TSMC produces basically all of NVIDIA's chips. They're based. Yeah, no, but they're a smaller company, but like I've heard of TSMC. Yeah. They're a smaller company. Yep. Oh, TSMC. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, they're huge in terms of making or producing the product. Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously a semiconductor manufacturing company. So Arshnu said Apple should partner with some AI company to develop some new ideas on improving the AI in iPhones. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I think they're going to do that. I think it's best in this industry to focus on what you do best, and Apple just does best with marketing, right? You know, it'll sell you water like it's is anybody for some eye water. Like it they do such a great job with marketing, so it's best to stick to the things that you're good at. AI technology, even though it's pretty much everything. Somebody said it's a buzzword. I like that. I like that term. Definitely a buzzword. Only because people are like, oh yeah, you know, AI this, AI that. I'm sort of tired of it. I like to talk about it, but I don't like to talk about it. If that makes sense. Yes, I said Apple Intelligence is like talking to a fifth grader. I said third grader, but it's like talking to a third grader. Uh, ChatGPT is like probably more college based, even though you have to prompt it. You know, with this prompting, like it's getting better and better. Even though like recently I did some research on ChatGPT, and I've like literal research, or I was trying to get it to, I was prompting it, and I was trying to get it to save some of the information I was giving it, and it just was like, well, I can't save it for you, but I can, you know, put it for you in format. So we got a ways to go with that. Intel is trying to get in AI stuff, but they can't replicate it like others. Yeah, that I don't know. Like I said, that space is very, it's a lot of competition, and Koyano says they're giving us 12 gigs of RAM rumored in 3P chips, so that might help with Apple Intelligence. Do you think it's the chips? You really think it's that? I just, I mean, I tend to think it's the technology that's I don't know. Is it the chips? Because Apple seems to have no issues with. I don't know. Not sure. Not totally sure. Any other comments up here, guys? I like I said, this has been great. Great to hear from you guys and all the comments. Don't forget again to like and subscribe. Okay, let's see. I figured it would be pretty rocky considering the industry standard right now is having 12 gigs of RAM to handle the cloud requests and localized requests for tech. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 12 gigs. Like we should at least be up to 36 now. Like why is it just why is 12 gigs normalized? I don't get that. I don't get that. But hey, you guys joked me on my glasses, so you know. Oh man, I got joked on my glasses this morning. Yeah, this is awesome. Quickly, let me know in the comments, what should I name this video? Because you guys have sort of dictated to me what we've been talking about. We've been talking about Intel chips, computer chips. We've been talking about AMD, NVIDIA. What do you think I should name this title? I'll give you guys whoever wins will get the title of this live video. Let me know what should I name this video, because I've got to go name this for the replayers, those who replay this. Let me know. Come on, let me know what you guys got. What's the title? What's a good title for this video? Any takers? Any ideas? Name it. Apple is evolving. Okay. All right, I got one. Apple is evolving. We got one. And I do agree with you. There's a lack of cloud. So Apple has a lack of cloud-based technology. They don't have a big AI infrastructure. Like Google is killing the infrastructure game in AI technology. Like, all right, let's see. Something to catch clicks. Yeah, I like that. Amon says, how's Ableton Live now? It's been years since I've used it for production. Ableton Live, that's funny you said that. I actually have Ableton Live. I use it sparingly, but I like live. I like Ableton. I have Ableton Live 12. So we got to talk about that. Yeah. I'm sort of, I know it enough to get around in it, right? But don't put me in a live setting. The Koya says, Apple what? Is that a title? Pizza Panda says, Apple fell from the tree. Yeah, it did. What are we having? This is low-hanging fruit titles. Apple fell from the tree. Here's the other thing about Apple is they focus more on the hardware than AI. So and they've done that consistently. So and they do a great job at it. Like their hardware is amazing. It looks aesthetically pleasing. So you know they're Apple also, their AI technology, if you notice, it's not public. They don't really talk publicly about it. Google, ChatGPT are very public about their AI technology. So let's see. The iPhone 16e is interesting. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Amon says, what software programs are you using? So I use, in terms of production, I use Logic. I've used Pro Tools in the past. I really like Ableton, but that would require me to migrate all of my third-party plugins and all that stuff over, and I just don't. I'm too invested in the in the Logic space, so that's what I use. I use Logic. The graphic side, you know, I use it's skipping me. Adobe InDesign. I use Adobe Premiere, Final Cut Pro. There we go. That's what I'm using. But Ableton, I love Ableton. It's seems like if I just if I get enough patience to sit down with Ableton, I know it would work well for what I would use it for. So, yep. Oh, excuse me. Yep. But yeah, we can definitely chat. I would love to even have a conversation about Ableton. I don't have enough knowledge, right, to really get into the Ableton software. Ableton is music production software, guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Man, this has been a great conversation we've had so far. Amon says that's really interesting. It makes sense, especially with third-party plugins kind of lock you in. And I hate now that everything is subscription based. So that means that the software that I'm used to purchasing is, you know, is proprietary the word? What I'm trying to say is you pay and purchase for it once, and then you you don't have to pay again. But with these subscriptions, like I have a subscription with East West Studios. Are you familiar with that? It's like $20 a month. I get I get all of the sounds. But I've already paid for it twice, right? You know, when I should have just purchased it for the $400 or $500, which at the time I couldn't afford, so I could afford 20. So it's an affordable thing for those who can't afford to buy the software. But like everybody's going to subscriptions. Like we live in a subscription-based world, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So so like they're kind of forcing us to and nudging us, and I'm like I'm holding on to my last. Like I don't know if you see here, this computer. It's not on, but let's see if I can wake it up. Yeah, you see back there, I've got Logic. That iMac that I'm using right now is specifically and purely for production. Like I'll do a little bit internet searching, but it's a 2015 iMac, and it's fully loaded. So I don't do anything else on it because I don't want it being overworked. I only want to use it for the stuff that I do production wise, which I've taken on that, talking to somebody else, like you should use all of the production stuff aside from the other computers that you use them. So anyway. "10 years back, we would make our own loops or just kind of copy something. It was easier back then." You think it was easier back then? I think it was more fun back then. I mean, it's easier today. Like, I mean, maybe it's easier in terms of, maybe it's harder today because it's so many different loops and so many different programs out there. It's hard to really focus on. So that's why I sort of stopped purchasing software like 2 to 3 years ago, and I only purchase like software every so often, just because I mean if you purchase one piece of software, you purchase them all. Like they're all like how much money do you want to spend in purchasing stuff rather than creating? So that's what I look like. That's what I look at. So yeah. All right, it's been great, guys. But I actually have to go now. So you guys have a great weekend. Thank you, guys. Join me next week, man. We'll be back. I'm trying to be more consistent, man. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be more consistent. And thank you guys again. Thank you guys who have watched this in the replay. We had a fun time, and I knew it was gonna be engaging today. I just felt it, and that's why I came on, right? Yeah. So yeah. All right, yeah. You guys be blessed too, and talk to you guys soon. All righty.